So, Craig, which movie is this? I just wanted to start with this. I'm going to leave a name out super easy, super stupid, but I think it's quite fitting for today. And I want to try the impersonation with the microphone.
A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Oh no.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Oh, that's a terrible
That's
one.
right. But
That's a really bad
I'm
one.
thinking it could be one of two things. Like a Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if it was like a
The
Hogwarts
Fellowship of the
the
Rings.
Rings,
That-
yeah.
I didn't want to ruin it and say,
A wizard A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins.
and then you'd be like,
That would-
oh, okay.
yeah. That would have given it away.
I'm going to start a 10-minute timer.
Okay.
We'll see. I've
So
got
we're
it
talking
set
about
to-
punctuality and reliability then.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They say punctuality is the slow cooker of life. It's not as exciting as like scorching a steak with a torch,
Yeah.
but it's the only way to make sure it's not raw in the middle.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. I heard another one yesterday.
Tell me.
I was talking to my girlfriend, I guess. I don't know. So she, she said, and this is a famous saying. I had never heard it though. It's punctuality is the politeness of kings and the duty of all good people.
That sounds rather elegant.
Yeah,
I
and
like it.
it's maybe attributed to the Louis the 18th or something of France, but I don't know.
King Louis.
Louis.
Louis. Cool. So, punctuality. We're going to talk about how important it is for 10 minutes. And
10 minutes?
when 10 minutes is up,
We have to
We're
be really
ending.
punctual. How about that?
That's it.
Yeah. All right. I've thought about this a little bit about punctuality, but why don't you start? You got something
yeah,
to say?
okay. So, I've always found it very important. Not just because it's like, time is this thing that you're taking from someone that you can never give back.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, if you take it from someone, you can always give it back, I think.
Yeah.
But time is something that's finite.
Mm.
If I steal your
Sure.
time, you're
Think
not
about
getting it back.
yeah.
If you say, let's meet somewhere at a certain time, and I come late, I've taken that time from you. Though I am that person who then goes, I'm more Japanese in this sense. I'm like, to be on time means to be 15 minutes early.
Wow.
That is
Okay.
to be on time.
Okay.
So then that also is a
Do-
curse for me because
I
that
was going
means
to say, do you see any negative
it means I will
consequences?
forever be wasting about 15 minutes of my life. If the that's if the person
Yeah,
comes
but-
on time. If they come a bit later, I'm wasting more of my time.
Yeah, okay, but let me ask you this. If you arrive 15 minutes early and you know you're going to be waiting, I mean, that's a choice to actually utilize your time
Yes.
in a way that maybe is not considered wasting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
There is that.
There's that.
I
So,
wake up. It's a slightly different topic too, but I wake up early,
okay.
and I don't mind waking up early.
Yeah, we hear the door.
I can hear the door.
That's good, though.
It's all good. Like I said, in the new studio, that's bound to happen. Here at home, have some kids running around outside, but it's okay.
That's right.
It's holidays.
And
They're
we're
not
dads.
at school. We're dads.
That's right.
Got my dad bod to prove it.
Proud
Yeah.
dad
That's why,
Bob.
that's why we have narrow shots here in the
That's-
studio to
that's
hide
right.
the dad bod.
That's right.
Um,
And from here up,
That's right. That's right. That's right. I've got abs
total.
down below. If you
Total.
could see, I have
8-pack.
abs. An
8-pack.
8-pack. A keg. A whole keg. No, so I wake up early, and I always have my whole life. And with my YouTube channel, a lot of what I was doing was getting a lot of that work done in the morning. And I knew I had like an hour or so before anyone else was almost up
Okay.
at home. And I felt like in life, people would still be asleep, and I felt like I was getting a head start, getting some things done before anyone else even opened their eyes.
Okay.
Mr. Productivity here.
Yeah.
So it's a slightly different thing, but that's really like something I held important. I find in people often think in Germany that everyone's very punctual and
Okay.
everything's all done like that. We're just across the border in Austria
Yeah.
here.
I've heard people say, well, this is a new topic, but like Austria, and I lived in Italy for, over 23 years. So they said it's like the middle ground between Italian and German.
Yeah.
So you have a kind of, middle ground
Yeah.
between those two cultures. I have no idea. I mean, that's a
Yeah, I was going to say,
generalization.
what I've found here is that Austrians usually, if they make an appointment,
Yeah.
they mean let's meet 15 minutes after that.
Really?
Yes.
Ho-
By the way,
wow.
your beard looks fantastic, trimmed,
Thanks.
your hair, you look fantastic. And now I open the mic up to
Well,
you.
look, I mean, punctuality. You were talking about punctuality and also even what was the word used? Dependability or something. I think you said reliability. You also mentioned to me. The door is
Craig,
open.
I'm going to leave you for a second. You talk to the camera.
Yeah,
like
I'll
I'm
talk to the
here.
camera. So I think with punctuality, it's really important because then you have people who are waiting for you. And if you respect their time, they will respect your time. And it builds a kind of sense of trust, I think. So if you're on time and you continually are on time, there's a kind of silent benefit to that. People start seeing you as trustworthy. And I think that is something that over time benefits the people you work with, your relationships, yourself. And then also, I think, and you're coming back, I'm still talking. I'm vamping.
Fantastic.
So I was talking about the fact that if you're on time.
Sorry I'm late, by the way.
That's okay. If you're on time and you're consistently on time, it kind of establishes, because trust is kind of earned and people see that you're trustworthy, I think, when you're like arriving on time. It also shows that you're respecting people's time. And I also think also being like reliable about things. I mean, there's also that, like, for example, at a job, if you're really reliable.
Mr. Congeniality.
Yeah, well, but if you're reliable, I think a side benefit of that is like people start seeing your boss was like, he's reliable. I don't need to check up on him.
Can I just quickly say one thing to that? I wish I wasn't late for all of this because it sounds fantastic, really insightful. You want to make sure if you're at your job and you're Mr. Reliable, Mr. Reliability, make sure you are Mr. Visibility too. Make sure it's not just all happening and everyone thinks, wow, everything runs so smoothly here and we don't know why.
So it's
make sure you're seen being reliable.
Okay.
Otherwise,
that's
know.
A question,
people don't know.
Or even being on time. It's like, are you? I mean, that's a question you can even ask yourself. Talking about volition and what's your intentions, and I mean,
tell your boss I was half an hour early.
That's right. So I mean, like, are you being punctual because you respect people's time, or you want to avoid conflicts and you want people to have a positive opinion about you? I think we're complicated. And it's okay if there's a little both there.
Yeah.
I mean, it
makes
sense.
A little bit of ego as well.
Yeah.
Go back to the
other
talk.
Episode. But I mean, it's okay that if you're thinking about the future in a company where you work, it's okay that it's probably a good idea to have people to have a good opinion of you. But I was thinking about it, though, and I was thinking about a little bit even my old job, right? That maybe there's also the possibility of there being downsides to being, like, ultra reliable. Because, like, if you're like always reliable and always get the job done, that's like considered your baseline, right? So like Ben,
that's right.
Yeah, right. Like so, like someone like Ben's always perfect at work and does everything. Everyone's gonna say, "Sorry, the wire. I touched it, did I?" Yeah, I'll keep my hands down. I talk with my hands, right? So
it's the Italian.
So if you're always reliable, well, Ben will get it done. He always gets it done, and like,
what parallel world are you living in here? Let's swap Ben for Craig in these examples.
Okay, well, either whatever it is, if that's seen as your baseline and you do something great, it's like, well, that's just Ben, right? I'm going to keep it at Ben. It's just Ben. But if you're like a little bit flaky at work and you do something special, like you'll get praised for that, and people will start thinking positively about that. I don't know. Maybe that's a negative thing. And I was thinking that if you're always so reliable, people maybe will expect you to do things and will keep asking you to do stuff, so you'll actually get more of a workload. And there's a risk of maybe, and I think I did this a little bit like in the past, of becoming a yes man. Right?
Okay,
yes. Do you see any risk in that?
It's hard to say no sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you're
in the rhythm.
If you get in the rhythm of being that person, I mean, I guess that could be a risk. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, do you think that's a real risk, or is it better to just always be reliable?
No, it's a matter of walking. Like you're walking a thin line, a knife edge. You want to be reliable, but you don't want to be walked all over and be this yes man that everyone expects you to do everything that they ask. But again, we're getting slightly off topic there, I think. But being punctual is a sign of respect. Like I came in late to this talk, and I apologize. I apologize.
You didn't. You just walked out.
1,000 apologies.
Yeah.
But I respect you, Craig, and I'm punctual. I'm here.
Yeah, but I
to talk with you.
But what about? Okay, I believe in being punctual too.
Me too.
I believe in punctuality. I try to be. I wasn't always. I developed it, I think, a little later in life. At least with non-work things, like my brother would say, "Come over, let's hang out." I'll be there like in an hour, and I'd start doing shit, and then I cursed. And and I'd be late because it wasn't like a real like official thing. Now I try to be on time with things. But so God, this I have to think of good benefits and bad benefits. So I'm thinking of the good benefits. It's like when you're running late for something, especially an appointment. This is a negative of not being on time. It's like you feel that pressure, and that's an awful pressure to feel like you're rushed and you're late. Then you got to send messages and apologize. Sometimes people even lie to justify their lateness. So there's that. But sometimes I guess maybe if you're always on time and always looking on the clock, can you be like maybe can develop a little bit of rigidity about being on time? Yeah, some background noise. It'll be okay.
No, I think our awesome studio microphones are going to cut all that
Cut it
out.
all out.
We're right down to the last
Seriously.
second here.
Okay, what do you think about...
Stop the timer.
Oh, no.
I will just stop it.
Answer my... Then the question is, do you think being too fixated on the clock can kind of diminish creativity or spontaneity?
I will end by saying I'm not sure about all of that. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely, I think. The answer is definitely for that. I feel I live in a world where not too many other people care as much as I do about being punctual.
Okay.
And I think that leads to a bit of stress in my life.
That's a negative side effect. That's a negative side effect.
I stress about getting somewhere, and also then seeing that nobody else seems to be caring that we need to be at a certain place at a certain time.
It's a resentment trap.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not. And I don't know if we've
price.
solved any problems here today.
The price of punctuality.
We haven't solved any problems here today, but the price of punctuality. We've uncovered one of them.
Okay. That's true.
Okay.
It's just that we should all be late.
Next episode, we're going to talk about consistency over intensity, which sort of rolls from this into that consistency.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it does. And I have like a lot of practical experience with this actually, so we could talk about that.
So I'll see you in a few days when we talk about that, Craig. Bye-bye, buddy.
Dude. Boom!